Hey, I'm here at LA Comic Con with DJ. DJ is one of the designers, operates the brick and mortar store for Mr. SFC, Forge for the Fandom. You guys here do jewelry?
Yeah.
And explain to me like how you pick these designs. Like,
So we are fans, and
Yeah.
we wanted to make something a little bit more substantial, something better quality. Just something that, as fans, you would want to see as a jewelry piece. So these are all stainless steel. We do multiple colors, and a lot of stuff is a little bit more, like details in them. So even like our Aang ring from the Avatar goes into Avatar state. You put him in the light, he glows in the dark.
Nice.
Just little details that people who know the comics and the brands and all the licenses that we work with can kind of appreciate.
nice. That's part of what attracted me here to it. I saw the statue. I'm like, how much are the busts? But the jewelry itself, it was so subtle that I looked past it.
Yeah.
And then once I started looking at it, I'm like, oh man, I wear a lot of body jewelry, a lot of stuff like that. So it's like, this is right up my alley for the fandom. And then my nephew here, he saw some and he's like, he really loved the design.
Yeah.
How did you guys come around the conscious choice to make it subtle?
So we started as a fashion streetwear brand
Yeah.
in about 2011, 2010. We've been around for a long time. We started doing jewelry in about 2012, and we hand sculpted everything. So pieces that were a little bit more on like the motorcycle and kind of like vintage Americana side.
Okay.
And then we got into licensing over time. So it was a lot of years of playing with men's jewelry, finding out what works and just trying to bring stuff to light where you could rock it, but people will recognize it, and it's still like aesthetically pleasing, but also
Right.
looks fresh and it's like very kind of like memorable.
Right,
Yeah.
and especially in the fandom, you make your own clothes, you got your pins.
Yeah.
I got my Spider-Man shirt. It's like things tend to be a little in your face. So the choice to make it subtle, where like the fan sees it from across the room and recognizes it, is
It's
like
one of those
the-
moments like if you know, you know.
and that's what I love
and
about
that's
it a
what connects
lot.
The fans together.
So you could go to
Yeah.
church with a little sword earring.
Yeah,
you
they'd be
know?
like, oh, dang, is that Minato's kunai?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is that the blade from, like Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
And those are the little hints that, as a fan, I think we overlook, but we all know.
Yeah.
So when you have a piece and it's just so recognizable, we do it like as true as we can, and little, those are the fan favorites and little fanfare that we like to put in our work.
Totally. What the licenses? How hard was it to get licenses?
So Tom, the main owner, like that's one of his specialties is outreach, connecting, and just finding out how to get these licenses. Because these are all brands we grew up with and we
Right.
dreamed about working with. So for me, it's a dream to get licenses and create for the brands that are our favorite and part of our worlds. But yeah, it's one of those things that you just gotta search and try to find the right connects, man. That's where it's
Nice.
at, and not giving up.
Networking
and waiting. It's
and wait-
patience,
the
because a lot of
patience,
people have
okay.
those licenses for years and
Yeah.
don't let them go. And you get the opportunity, man. It's worth it. It's worth the investment as a business to
Yeah.
work with the brands directly, and
Yeah.
not just paying homage, but respecting it and doing it right.
Nice. Now, what are the licenses you actually currently have?
Currently, we are doing all the jewelry for Star Wars, for Marvel, for DC, My Hero Academy, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. We just got Jujutsu Kaisen and Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'll be launching a few new licenses with brands I can't mention yet, but we have
Yeah.
some stuff in the works with some of our 80s favorite brands that you might know and love, and 90s.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps
I know,
already,
we're-
man.
we're getting it
We're
back,
gonna have to
and-
keep in touch. They're telling me about this line that's gonna be launched in January, but we get to see
Correct.
it here. Tell me a little bit about that.
So our Yu-Gi-Oh collection is a mix of rings, earrings, and necklaces and pendants. And it's based on a lot of the cards, a lot of the characters, and a lot of the little elements and signs that you know from the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And they come in a PSA 10 faux grading box, an ode to the little details for the card collectors and everyone
Yeah.
kind of grew up with the brand. And right now we have all silver, all stainless steel. But we'll be releasing 3 different colors totally. So the black, the gold, and our stainless steel as well.
Nice.
So that'll be available in probably first quarter 2024.
And if people want to get in touch with you, order, where do they go?
Our Instagram, Mr. SFC, MISTER SFC, because we're from San Francisco City, or MRSFC.com. It's the best way to do it. We have a lot of amazing pieces on there besides the licensed stuff. We do our own, jewelry as well. So some of our old school Mr. Dead Serious collection. And of course, our Avatar and our Dead Serious coffin as well. So these are some of the first pieces that we designed when we started about almost 12 years ago.
Nice. Well, it's been a journey, man. And
yeah, we're doing it, and we're always
Yeah.
growing. We're keeping it, fresh, and giving the fans something to, get excited about, and to keep collecting and follow back, and see how we grow the brand and pay homage and respect to all the brands that we grew up with.
That's awesome. So yeah, check these guys out, man. There'll be again new stuff coming out
Yeah.
next year.
And we're doing a lot
Yeah.
more cons this year, so catch us in the physical. And we have our brick and mortar space in Huntington Beach, Mr. Mart at Pacific City. Come check us out. We're there with this and much more.
Thanks a lot, DJ.
Cheers, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.